Hello again, party people, and welcome back to the channel. Why did Troy really go back to Survey 319 on Tuesday? Troy not telling the police about his return visit to 319 is a huge red flag. After the water truck guy caught Troy there, Troy texted Chris and said, "I wish there was something I could do to help." Troy basically stops texting Chris after this message. Did Troy really go back to 319 on Tuesday to pick up the bedsheet that Chris left above ground? Survey 319 was a slow-producing battery. So when was the water truck guy called to go to 319? The water truck guy said he rarely went there, but all of a sudden, he was called to go there. Does this make any sense? Troy said one tank had 9 feet of oil and water in it, and the tank was filling up at 2 inches a day. Troy said this tank would be ready to haul by Thursday or Friday.
Guys show up there, you mess with the back pressure line. Did you get it fixed at that point? Or
we did not get it fixed, sir.
Okay.
That line is still currently, as far as I know, locked out, tagged out.
Okay. So how long are you guys on the scene to try to fix that?
Well, since they'd already diagnosed the problem, we wasn't there a very short period, like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm guessing.
Okay.
That I was there.
Okay.
Because they had already been there before me and diagnosed that it was leaking.
Mm-hmm. So once it's diagnosed that it's leaking, you guys figure out that you can't fix it right at the moment.
Right.
You guys move on?
Yeah, well, we have to move on. As long as it's locked and tagged out, and that line wasn't going to interfere, they wanted us to open up that top field because that location is a Thames location, which is, the Thames is what helps with emissions, so we don't emit any gas out of the top of the deep hatch or anything. So they wanted that line open, and that's the reason why it was open, because Kodi didn't even open that line until last week. So we went ahead and closed it, locked and tagged it out. The well was still able to run because it's almost it was almost a load out there. I think Kodi said it had about 9 foot in it. Makes about 2 inches a day. He said by Thursday or Friday, that tank should be ready to haul.
So was the water truck guy called to remove water from the tank to slow down the fill rate to give Chris more time before the body inside would be found?
Did you know that the water guy was going to be out there?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, the water guy was out there. Well, Kodi Roberts told me that he was going to have the load bottomed out at Survey. And then he also told me that the load line was leaking on the tank.
Okay.
Because that load line is leaking on the tank that was almost full.
That was on Tuesday, or was that another day?
I think it was on Tuesday. And he called me and told me that they were going to have that pit bottomed out. And I think the water truck told me that he got like 15 or 20 barrels of oil out of there. Or not oil, but water. And then he pulled the rest of the oil and stuff, BS&W that was on top of the tank.
Okay.
Troy admits that Kodi only decided on Tuesday to call the water truck guy. You would think that when they drained the tank, a body inside would block and clog the drain hole eventually, right? Maybe not, because when the police had the tank drained to retrieve the kids, the drain was not blocked or clogged. So who called the water truck guy? Kodi did, according to Troy. On what day was the water truck guy called to come to Survey 319? Tuesday. Troy now lives and works in Midland, Texas. So was Troy quietly fired from Anadarko? Or did Troy leave on his own? You decide, party people. Now watch this.